Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your twin flame reading. This is going to be a general twin flame reading, so please take what resonates. So we'll start off with a channeled message from your twin flame. Channeled message from your twin flame. Hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, so we're going to take these ones. Please be advised that there are several imposter accounts out there that may be messaging you for a reading. Please know that that's not me. Please be safe. Please report these accounts that are pretending to be me to keep our community safe. So thank you so very much. Interesting. We have preservation, discernment, and we have time. So these are the words that are being channeled for you from your twin flame. I feel like there is this shift in our connection. I feel like something brand new is being birthed into the world. And I really feel like it's our love. Our love is blossoming, even though I've been trying to deny it, trying to run from it, trying to hide from it. There's this love that I feel between us that has been growing inside of me. And it's really causing me to become like a new person. I feel like the old me is dying away and I'm being rebirthed through this love that you and I have for one another. So I feel like it's very sacred. You and I may not be saying these words. We may not be admitting these words to one another, but this beautiful love has been growing between us for so long. And I really feel like it's creating something beautiful. We may not see it yet. I may even be too afraid to take action on this, but I feel it inside of me. I feel this love for you growing inside of me while the old me is dying away. So, like, fears that I used to have about you and I are dissolving. Insecurities that I had or that I may still have about myself, about being in this connection, are also dying away, even though sometimes I may hold on to them like a security blanket. These insecurities no longer feel like they're a part of me. It's like when you have like old clothing that doesn't fit anymore. It's like I'm shedding these old insecurities, even though some days I still hold on tight to them. So I feel your energy. I feel the beauty of your soul. I feel your belief in me. I feel that you're waiting for me. And I hope you're using discernment when it comes to what you think about me or what you believe about me. Because I feel like this love that is growing between us is causing us to really see the truth of who we are to one another, the truth of who we really are inside, and not who we appear to be, not who our fears and insecurities project us to be. Because I may project myself as being aloof, busy, distracted, confident, self-assured without you. But most days I don't feel that way because I'm without you. When I connect to you, I feel so much stronger in who I am and who I want to be for you, for me, and to the world. So I hope you're using discernment as well as to what to believe about me, what to believe about us. Because during this time that we're not able to see each other or speak to one another, our hearts are always speaking to one another. And it's like this beautiful process of gestation and the process of waiting but knowing for certain that it's going to be you and me. Because what we are doing now is giving birth to something amazing, something beautiful, something beyond what you and I have ever experienced. And I know this because I already feel it right now. And I know you feel it too. I know you feel that there's something beautiful that is growing between us. It is undeniable. And so I know that when the time is right, that this love that you and I have for one another will be strong enough to support the changes that you and I need to make in our lives to step back into union. So I'm really excited. And even though my actions may not show it, even though I may not say these things, I know that our souls are speaking to one another because you are my twin flame and no one else really matters. You and I have been on this journey for so long, for weeks, months, years, decades. We've been on this journey. We've been on this journey for lifetimes, and now it's time. It's time to finally put to use the wisdom and the growth and the learning that you and I both have went through during this time. So our separation was not for nothing. It was so that you and I could evolve to be our greatest selves. And you are the only one that inspires me to do so. You've inspired me to step back into my power and remember who I truly am. And only you had the ability to awaken me to these truths. So I'm so thankful that this love is growing between us and that it has never died throughout all these years, all this time of being on this journey to learn the lessons and to learn how to love ourselves unconditionally. So I really look forward to this precious time that is leading us back to one another. The end. How amazing is that? I love that message for you all. So that is beautiful. And I really was just like, so see how there's like a baby inside the womb. And then there's a baby that's like outside of the womb, like that was born. So I love how even how the cards came out in that order. So I love it. Please stay tuned because I will be announcing the winner of the free pick a card reading, which happens at the end of these general readings. And I had to put it in a bowl because it was getting too full. The jar that I had was so full. So thank you all for entering into the draw. If you would like to be entered into next week's draw, please comment below that you would like to be entered. Okay, so let's see where you are at on the journey. Where are you at on the journey? Where are you at on the journey? Oh, I have 4 here, okay. We have the Strength card. We have the Moon card. And it's Harvest Moon, October 9th. We have the 3 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Please don't cry. And we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that for a lot of you, emotionally, a lot of pain from the past is resurfacing, is coming to light because these emotions of regret, anger, resentment, all the yucky feelings, they're coming to the surface. It's like, you know, when, I don't know, I just pictured like when something's boiling and then everything comes to the surface. That's what's happening with you energetically, with your emotions. And it's like, oh my God, I don't have time to feel this stuff. I gotta go to work, or, you know, I gotta take care of business. I don't have time to be catering to these emotions that are bubbling to the surface. So you're trying to fight and suppress them, and it's taking all the strength in you to like, keep them down, don't cry. But sometimes we need to cry just to let it out, even if it's for a couple of seconds, because there's a reason. Because especially during like full moon, you want to release everything that is not good for you, everything that is toxic. These are toxic energies, not only from your childhood, but from past lives where, you know, you weren't chosen by your twin flame, where you experienced entire lives longing for one another and feeling like life is so unfair. All of this resentment, anger, regret stems from lifetimes. And I say this in all my readings. In this lifetime, before you came to this life, you and your twin flame agreed that you were going to let all of that go, that you were going to let go of all this pain from all of the lifetimes that you experienced this. And why did you have to experience this? For your soul's evolution and growth, to gain the strength to discern what is the truth and what is illusion. Because separation, for one, is big time illusion. We are all one. We are not separate. We may look separate. We may seem like we're separate, but we are all one. We are all connected. So what more, you and your twin flame, you were born, you were created of the same flame. You split apart as two whole, entire, complete beings only for the desire of expansion, to grow, to learn even more. It's like they say, two heads are better than one. So you both go off in separate directions, in different timelines, universes, dimensions, to gain wisdom, to learn, so that you could come back and become an even greater whole. So it was for the adventure, to experience everything on the spectrum, the good, the bad, light and dark, good and evil, and everything in between. What you're experiencing now may be residual experiences from your past life, but they may be also new experiences that your soul needs to get back to oneness and to remember your wholeness, that you are not incomplete, that you are not broken. Our experiences may cause us to think that, but you are not broken. It was just an experience to regain your strength, to help you remember that you are already perfect, whole, and complete, and not to buy into the illusion of pain, suffering, separateness. So, can I bring this back to twin flames? Hello? What am I saying? I just get these downloads. So the universe is one. I'm just the messenger, but I'm like, wait, this is a twin flame reading. Six of Cups. This is a card of childhood. This is a card of the past, nostalgia, remembering good times. So it's like sometimes we suppress. Okay, this has to do with twin flames, I promise. I'll keep it tied in. In our twin flame connections, the connection brings up the energies from the past. So it brings up energies from our childhood that we have suppressed, packed away, locked away, forgotten the key kind of thing. But the connection, because twin flame connections are of love, massive, big love, it's going to unlock and unpack all of those emotions that we have so securely kept locked away. So it's like you're fighting with these emotions. You're fighting. Yeah, you're fighting the feelings. And when you fight the feelings, you're not only fighting the icky feelings, but you're also fighting the love. And we don't want to fight the love. We want to bring in the love. We want to embrace the love. You want to experience this beautiful love with your twin flame, right? So it's very important that if those emotions come up, that to feel them is to release them. And it's a great thing because you're letting go of the past. And I remember myself, it was like I used to avoid all of these yucky feelings because for some reason I had it in my head that like I would get stuck in those feelings and I would never feel happy again. And I don't know where I learned that, because like none of us want to feel those yucky feelings. None of us want to feel depressed or lonely, sad, angry, grumpy. Like as much as we want to feel better, sometimes we get stuck in those emotions. And so I avoided them because I didn't want to get stuck in them, because I knew that once I went there, there's a part of me that I think used to like it. I used to like being not happy. That was like the younger me, especially starting from my teenage years. Um, I don't know. I guess it's like teenage angst, like you just wanted to feel angry with the world. But now I just want to be happy. So my point being is that we feel like we're going to get stuck, but we're not stuck. We can just choose. So we can choose being happy. We can choose our emotions. And the more conscious we are of the choice, I just realized, okay, my guides are saying, bring it back. I'm so sorry. I just get off on all these tangents. That's why these readings take so long. So, okay, let's tighten it up, Jade. So feeling sad and lonely about your twin flame, it's not going to last forever. You have to feel this because it's part of what you felt in a past life. And by feeling it, you help to heal it. So not to be afraid if you feel that way. You're not alone. This is going on like every day with twin flames, and it's all a part of the healing that is necessary so that we can ascend, we can rise above these heavier energies, and we can come into union. Because when we're in lower vibrations, it pulls twin flames apart. Twin flame love is about unconditional love for self, for our twin flame, and for all others. So whenever we're not in that vibration, poof, separation. Or even the illusion of separation steps in because we're in a lower vibration. So where you're at is like you're battling these emotions. So the sooner we feel them, process them, let them go, the better. And what I'm seeing with the Six of Cups, I just got that, it's the more you allow yourself to feel sometimes what you don't want to feel, it's connecting you even deeper to your twin flame. So it's like the more deeper you go with your emotions and what you're feeling and not denying them, the more it actually connects you to your twin flame, which causes you to feel even sadder because it's like, oh, I feel them even more and I miss them even more, or I long for them even more. And you're like, stop it. But it's connecting to the true feelings that are there that, sometimes we're afraid to feel. But it's okay to feel them. It's time. It's really time to let go of all the insecurities, the doubt, the not feeling good enough, blame. I'm hearing is a really a number one theme. Yeah, blame is something that we all have to release. It's so easy to blame because when we blame, then we're off the hook. It's like nothing's our fault. We're perfect. I know, wouldn't it be nice to just live life that way? But it's okay because we're not perfect. We are human. We make mistakes for the purpose of growth, wisdom, learning, expansion, etc. So we can't place the blame on others. We just have to take responsibility for learning the lesson. And you're learning the lessons now because you're having to face your emotions. It's not a bad thing. Like I'm seeing very positive energy coming out of this with the Strength card and the Six of Cups. Very positive. So it will get better. The sun will come out. Not to worry. This is part of the twin flame journey. This is part of the process. This is part of ascension. This is part of our twin flame mission that we were sent here to do, to anchor unconditional love. So every time we're not embodying unconditional love, or we're not demonstrating unconditional love, we're not doing our job, and that's okay. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need a lunch break. You're like, I've been on this shift for too long. I need a break. I get it. So it may be a bit challenging, but you're getting through this, and you're gonna feel so much lighter coming out of this phase. It's not gonna last forever. Just give yourself the time and space that you need to process this. Even if it's like 5-10 minutes, even if you have to excuse yourself, go to the bathroom, take deep breaths, feel what you're feeling, acknowledge it, make the connection where it's coming from, and then you're golden. You're good. You're like, okay, I can get back to work now. I love you guys. You guys are doing great. I'm giving you a big hug because I know what this feels like. I know what it feels like. So please be gentle with yourselves and know that it may seem like daunting, but the minute you take it on, it's like poof, and it dissipates. So I'm going to try to tighten these readings up because I tend to go off on tangents, as you know. Where's your twin flame at on the journey? Where's your twin flame at? What are they going through? What is your twin flame going through? Okay, we're going to take those ones. We have the Three of Cups. I swear this came up last week for them. We have the Page of Cups. Interesting. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just loving the energy that they're in. It's like, what all of a sudden happened that you, the viewer that are watching, are struggling on the journey, and they're like all about love. Like, when did that happen? I don't know. Three of Cups. They're looking towards the future. They're looking towards a brighter future. Like, they're anticipating like something amazing is going to happen. And you're like, why didn't anyone send me that memo? Cause what? I didn't get that email. Like, what's going on? Three of Cups is a celebration of love. You're like, you're talking about my twin flame, right? Yeah. Weird. No, I'm just kidding. Not weird. It's beautiful. I'm just being silly. Page of Cups. What I just heard is that for some of you, where your twin flame said no, or like they committed somewhere else, or they said that they don't want this connection, it's like they are going back on what they said. Because at the time, they thought that what they said was true, but it wasn't. It's like, yeah, we're going to get together when pigs fly. But they didn't mean that. They were just afraid of love. They were afraid of love, and now they're coming back to offer you love. I'm getting like there's this, they may not be saying this to you, but they're making big plans and you're in them. You're like, what? I know, right? It's like they're making these plans and you don't even know. And you're like, how can they be making plans and they're like still stuck? But they don't see themselves as stuck. They see new possibility. Aces are about new beginnings, like new opportunity, new possibility. And you're like, are you sure you're talking about my twin flame? Yeah. It's like they see the possibility of your union more than you do. And you're like, I highly doubt that. Is it like you're right in front of me and you're like telling me these words? I know, I can hear you. Three of Cups is celebration of love. And it's like, remember where you were at the beginning of the journey, where you were so hopeful and so full of like optimism. You were like, yeah, this is meant to be. And then everything went down and then you kind of lost hope and you don't even see it's possible. You guys have switched. Now they see the possibility and you may not. You're like, Jade, you're so funny. I'm just reading this. Like the plans that they're making, like they envision it and it's like they're tending to it like a plant. They're watering and they're taking care of this dream. They're being very quiet about it. They're not sharing it with anyone, not even you. But something is growing. Like they said, in the channeled message, they feel something growing because they are making it grow. I mean, the universe, I want to say, has been working with them, opening their eyes, waking them up to love, waking them up to you. And you're like, well, I don't know if we're on the same page. Yeah, but I think, you are. You're coming out of it and you are realizing that you're meant to be together. Because what I see is that you and your twin flame, like the truth is that you're already together. Your twin flame is feeling that more than you are because you're still in the seeing it as like all or nothing, black or white. Like if there's no outward movement, you're like, nothing's happening. But what is happening is the growth beneath the soil. And that's what is like the roots are growing deeper. So your twin flame can feel this and is so on board with your connection. So where they saw themselves as stuck before, they don't see that anymore. You may be seeing them as stuck, but the universe is showing them that they're not stuck. So what this means is forward movement, even though you can't see it. That's when things are happening, when we don't see it. Because, we're taught that we have to see things in order to believe it. We have to see that there is actual movement in order to make it so. Things are happening whether we see them or not. So they're not stuck. You're not stuck. Stuck is illusion. Because nothing and no one has power over you unless you allow it, unless you give it to them. And sometimes we could be like, yes, take control, because I don't want to be responsible enough to make those decisions for myself. So let someone else do it. Let fate do it. But no, we are too powerful to just give away our power so freely. No, and plus we're not wired that way. We may temporarily step out of our power, again, for growth, wisdom, experience, learning, but that's not who we are. We are sovereign beings. You are a sovereign being. You have all the power to transform anything to your will. When you are in alignment with the truth of who you are, you can manifest anything. Especially when you are in alignment with source, with love. You're even more powerful. So they're like, it's like you're needing to catch up to where they are, ironically. It's like they're taking leadership of your connection. They're having faith in it. And you're like, well, it doesn't look like it because they're not even speaking to me. I know, there is reason for that as well. The universe keeps us in time out for our own processing, our own developing, our own growth, blah, blah, blah. You know the spiel. It's all for growth and learning. Because what lessons would we really learn about ourselves if we had everything we wanted? Yeah. What would we really learn and grow from and expand and step into greatness if everything was just handed to us? If you were just in union your whole life, where would be the challenge in that? Where would the fun be in that? You know? We wouldn't be able to get to the next level because you already have everything. Like, what are you even doing here? What are you even doing on earth? Right? But that's why all of us are striving for something, because it's the journey. That's the reward. And you're like, yeah, but it feels yucky some days. I know. But in the grand scheme of things, it will all be worth it. You'll be like, those were some of the greatest lessons I learned in my deepest, darkest despair. That's when I learned truly who I was. You're going to be saying that, and you're going to be so thankful for the dark periods in your life because they caused you to remember the greatness of who you are. This is a twin flame reading, I promise. You're like, hurry up, Jade. Who's the winner? Okay. Who's the winner of the pick a card reading, which I will do at the end. Okay, this one came out. You may not have seen it, but I promise it flew out. The lucky winner is Adriana N. Adriana N, you are the winner of the pick a card reading. Thank you all so very much for entering into the draw. Okay, so what's next? What is next? Are we still recording? Okay, it looks good. What's coming up in the shadow aspect of your connection? As if, like, you don't already know because of everything I just said in the last 40 minutes. It's coming up in the shadow aspect. Because the whole entire reading already seemed like that was the shadow aspect. We have the Priestess, we have the Knight of Inspiration, I think this came up last week, and we have the Page of Voices. So what's coming up in the shadow aspect? I feel like this is from last week's reading. Knight of Inspiration, I want to say, is the Knight of Wands. Materials is, yeah. So I want to say, so what's coming up in the shadow aspect of your connection is the way you're looking at your twin flame is still like you're seeing them in their old self. You're seeing them in their 3D self, their ego self, because you're not trusting who they are. You're like, once a cheater, always a cheater. And I don't mean to make light of that. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it that way. I don't mean to, you know. But again, the shadow aspect is showing us that we're seeing a side of them that is displeasing, is like hurtful. And what it's showing us is that there's a part of us that doesn't trust in the universe. It's understandable, right? We grow up in society and we're just bombarded with messages of fear, 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 fear. Scarcity, 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 scarcity. Lack, 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 lack. More fear, 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 fear. So, I mean, like, what do we expect? We can't see our twin flame in their highest selves, in their highest light, because we're just conditioned to not trust. So, yeah, you're not trusting in your twin flame. You're not trusting in the connection because you're not trusting in the universe. And when we don't trust in the universe, we're blocking ourselves from the abundance and the prosperity that is there, that is meant for us, that is actually our birthright. Abundance and prosperity are our birthright. And how do we know abundance exists? Because we breathe air, we breathe oxygen, that there's an abundance of oxygen. Oxygen never runs out. At least air never runs out. So to believe otherwise is not trusting in the universe. So if we can't trust in the universe, we couldn't possibly trust a twin flame. We couldn't possibly trust another person with our heart because we don't know how to trust in the universe. So that's coming up in the shadow aspect of what you're not seeing. Once we truly learn how to trust in the universe, that the universe always has our back, then we can possibly trust our twin flame not to break our heart. So when we trust in them, we're not going to see them as a cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. We're not going to see them as a liar or being, betraying you in any way. You're going to be able to see them for who and what they really are. Because remember, whatever we see in another, we see it because it's a reflection of something that is within us. Especially twin flames. Twin flames are mirrors. And it's a powerful mirror because we can't even see within us what's being reflected back. So if, you're calling your twin flame a liar, when you see that reflection, you can't really see that there's a part of you that's lying to yourself about something. I love you. But you know what I mean? Like they're just a mirror of what's already inside. So the High Priestess is, you're also not trusting your intuition. You know on a deep level who your twin flame really is, but your filters of your wounds are causing you to see them as someone that you don't know if you can trust. But let's say you could trust yourself, it'll be easier for you to trust in the universe. It'll be easier for you to trust in your twin flame. The Page of Voices is the Page of Swords. Yeah, see, you have these glasses on that are like you can only see the 3D version of your twin flame and not like their higher selves. These glasses you have on are preventing you from seeing them in their higher self. Sorry, my hair is crazy right now. It's like distracting me. These glasses are preventing you from seeing the true essence of how much they love you. You can't see it because your filters are up, your wounds are triggered, your walls are up. So, you know, once you take off these glasses, you're going to be able to see how much they actually love you, how much they loved you from the beginning, how much they never stopped loving you, and how much they still love you. So take off those glasses. That's what's coming up in the shadow aspect. Guidance. Are you guys up for it? I feel like it's been quite harsh, this reading. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know if I can continue hearing anymore. And in the sense, like, I don't know if I can continue being this messenger, because it just sounds a bit harsh if you ask me. Harsh messages. I don't want harsh. Can we have nice guidance, please? What's the nice guidance? I cracked myself up. Nice guidance for the twin flame journey. Only nice guidance from the universe because you're being so harsh this week. Yeah, we're only going to take 3 because 4 is too much. We have the Page of, oh gosh, it's not even, what? 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. You have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. It's funny because when I saw this, clearly that's not the page, but I read it as the page. And then the next 2 cards that came out were pages. What do you know? Okay, the guidance. What I'm really seeing, especially with the page energy, how eager and willing your twin flame is now, even in their silence. I'm like, what? Yeah. Even in their silence, they're so eager for you. And okay, so let's get to the guidance here. Yeah, that's the guidance. They're eager for you. They may have turned their back on the connection, but there's still so much love. And the universe is saying, you can feel it. The universe is like, you can feel it. So stop denying it. And you're like, yeah, we wanted nice guidance. Nice guidance. The universe is saying, you're doing a great job at remembering that love is the answer. You're doing a great job. Even when it seemed like their backs are turned, you never gave up on love. Like, or you never stopped loving them. You tried, but you didn't stop loving them. 8 cups out of 10 cups is a lot of love. And the universe is saying, you can use all that love that you feel and channel it into something that benefits you. Because that love is energy, and you can make it work for you. Because there's something that you may have turned away from, that once you channel this energy of love for your twin flame, you channel it into self-care, opening your own business, starting a side hustle, taking more naps, taking more vacation time, pampering yourself, pouring love and attention into your inner child. When you do that, it's a win-win no matter how you look at it, because you're just going to be happier no matter where you are at on the journey. So the universe is saying, channel that love, put it into you, because in the end, it's a win-win. It's not taking away from anything. It's not taking away from your twin flame. Obviously can't. But channeling that love into self-love is only going to be amazing. You're going to feel so amazing. The universe is saying, yeah, like they're being guided. So this is like the universe, this light. This is your twin flame. Your twin flame is being guided by the light. And being guided like towards you. Even though you can't see it, even though you can't fathom it. So just keep doing you. Keep loving you is what the universe is saying, because the universe is guiding your twin flame home. They had to go through their dark night of the soul, their, dark storms, but they are being guided by the light. There's a song that keeps popping into my head, but I can't really remember it, but I know it's a song from the 70s, like when I was a kid. I was a kid in the 70s. I was born in 1969. So the Page of Pentacles is, like you're still protecting your heart, and the universe understands that. But when you're protecting your heart, like you have this shield to protect your heart, you're blocking your blessings. You're blocking your prosperity, your abundance, and the love from your twin flame. You're blocking stuff right now. That's okay. Sometimes you're like hesitant, but the universe is saying it's time to put down the shield so that you can receive everything that you're meant to receive. So that's good, right? Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. We want to feel uplifted, Jade. Okay. What's coming up for you? We'll close off the reading, and then we'll get into the pick a card reading for the winner. What deck didn't I use? Did I use them all? What's coming up for you? What's coming up for you in your twin flame? What's coming up for you and your twin flame? Ah. Ooh, lovers. One more. Let the Nine of Swords. What does that mean? Just kidding. Okay, so we have the Lovers, we have the, as I mentioned, Nine of Swords, and we have the Five of Cups. So however we see this, this is union. Finally coming to an agreement. Finally seeing the truth in the best possible way. Coming to an agreement, coming to resolution, ending conflict, making peace, realizing that you love one another. So what I'm really picking up is that, I don't know if you could see hand holding. So one of you is like kind of guiding the other, saying, come on. And the other one is like reluctant, like kind of scared. Yeah, that's what I got. So there's one of you that's really like, let's start over again. And the other one's like, I'm not sure. But I do see this as you getting out of this Nine of Swords energy of uncertainty, doubt, insecurity, like worrying that you're going to get hurt. I'm getting like you're going to feel tired of feeling this way. You're going to be sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And there's a part of you that's just going to give in to love. Give in to love. That's what I'm getting. Because what you're going to realize and see, I love, okay, so this is a Five of Cups. Right now you're focusing on the loss of love, the Three Cups that have fallen. Meanwhile, the Two of Cups is union. Union has always been there. It's just you were focusing on the wrong thing. So now you're turning around being like, oh my God, Two of Cups have been there this whole time. Union has been there this whole time. Bam, Two of Cups. You're going to be like, oh my God, it was you this whole time. And I had to go off on this crazy, wild roller coaster ride, driving me crazy. Meanwhile, it was you all along. So you're going to come to this realization. And you'll be like, oh my God, Jade, how did you know? I see it all the time in the readings that I do. So if this resonates, please feel free to book your twin flame reading with me. I would love to do your twin flame reading while I'm still able to do these readings. I didn't realize this is a long weekend, and so I was booking for Sunday, and I have a few openings still. So if you're interested and if you want it right away, Sunday would be the next day, because I was gonna say I usually book out like 3 to 7 days. Sometimes 3 to 9 days is the next available date, because that's how quickly it books. So I do have openings for this Sunday. Whether you want a live Zoom one-on-one, which I would love to see you in person, or the recorded version where I do the recorded, you just see my hands and the cards close up, and I say your names throughout the reading so you know it's a real reading for you. So I have availability this weekend, Sunday. So the first ones who message me right away, you'll get the booking. And for the rest of you, it may be the next available date, I'm thinking, is next week, Thursday or Friday. So depending on how soon you watch this, you may be able to book a reading for this Sunday, today being Friday, or the following Thursday. So good luck. And thank you so very much. I love you all. Thank you for sticking with me, watching this entire reading, pressing pause to go pee, to go eat, whatever it is, to get some fresh air. I appreciate you so much for spending the time. Without you, I'd be talking to nobody. So because of you, I am here and I get to do these readings and get into sharing this journey with someone other than myself and my twin flame. So thank you for allowing me in, allowing me to share of your incredible journey back to oneness, wholeness, and love. So please do message me right away. Again, I would be so honored to do your reading, to give you insight into your personal connection. My healing videos are always available to you, as well as my 12-week online course. If you watch the Q&As on my YouTube channel, they will give you more insight into your connection. So those are free, and all my readings are timeless. So whatever you're drawn to watching is the message for you. So please enjoy. And thank you all so much. Thank you to all my beautiful subscribers, followers, clients. You guys are amazing. You make my day. Your messages are so heartwarming. I appreciate each and every one of you. So again, thank you so very much. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace. Mwah. Okay, so we have a reading for Adriana N. This is your personal reading. Pick a card. Sorry, it's a pick a card reading. Okay, so let's choose a deck here. I'm just going to use this one. Can we please receive guidance for Adriana N? What are the messages for Adriana N and her twin flame? What's going on? Can we please gain insight into the twin flame connection of Adriana N and her twin flame? Woo! The World card. Your twin flame, Adriana, is worried that you have people interested in you, or is like concerned that you may be in pursuit of other love interests. This could, I'm also sensing your twin flame could be feeling insecure about your previous love connections, especially if you have any of them still like in connection with, if you're talking to them, if they've actually met your ex or exes, they may feel insecure. I also heard the word intimidated, if that resonates. If it's not exes, if it's not, then it's like people around you, either friends, family, best friend. They feel like maybe you're so involved with these people that they feel like an outsider to you. They feel like they can't compete with these people around you. And what I'm also getting is that your twin flame feels like you don't need them because you have all these people around you, or you have certain people that you don't, like you're not lonely, you don't feel like, your twin flame feels like you don't miss your twin flame because you're always with someone. Interesting. The way your twin flame sees you as you're carefree, like you don't have a care in the world, you're living life, you're free as a bird, you're living life, you're loving life. And the more that they are stuck in this like insecure feelings, the more they're hesitant to actually approach you. the way they see you is like you're almost unapproachable. It's like, Adriana doesn't need me. Like, she might just laugh in my face. She might just slam the door on my face when I come knocking. So your twin flame has all these insecurities, like they're not good enough, or you don't need them. Is what I'm getting. But I'm also seeing, because of the World card, it's an end of a cycle between you and your twin flame. In a positive way. The World card is also an amazing card of happily ever after, completion. Like, whew, we learned our lessons, we're done with that cycle, and you're moving on to the next cycle. So new beginning, energetically, for you and your twin flame, you may feel like this upsurgence, is that even a word? Like this upsurging of love. It's like, that's what I was getting for this whole, like, you know, the twin flame on the other, like your twin flame, and with the general reading, like they're feeling all this love. Like everyone's just feeling all this love, and everyone's like, what's going on? So you may be like, what's going on? I'm happy. I feel all this love from my twin flame. What's going on? So it may cause you to question. It may cause you to question your twin flame. It may cause you to question the people around you that you're involved with. But I'm seeing like this is your twin flame. And as I mentioned in last week's reading, like they're gaining their angel wings. That's literally what your twin flame is doing. Your twin flame is being on their best behavior. And you're like, what? That's not even possible. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. And it may be that the end, this new cycle is you opening your eyes to seeing that they are this angel. They were this angel the whole time. But where you were at when you were, you know, in connection, it was like you couldn't see it. But again, it's like the universe is helping us take off our glasses to see the truth that they love you. So I'm really excited because like the World card being happily ever after could definitely indicate union for you. Travel may be in store for you, for both of you. Traveling to see one another, traveling to be closer to one another. That is so very exciting. So I kind of want to leave it at that. Like, what else am I getting? Where you're at is perfect right now because you're working on something that is going to be very fruitful for you. So whether that's work or school or learning something new or a new course, or like something's really benefiting you for your future, for your finances, to give you more security in like building a strong foundation, like having this new cycle begin for you and starting off on the right foot, like starting off in the right way. And I'm not even explaining that right, but it's like it's a fresh new beginning that you're having a great start to. So whatever you're working on, whatever you're being guided to work on, like the universe is saying, keep going with that, because it is going to grow into something greater. It's like now you're planting the seeds, and you will see as time goes on the investment that you made into whatever you're being called to do. So bravo. This is an exciting time for you, Adriana. I'm really excited for you. Your twin flame, you're going to see them in a different light. You're going to, it's like your eyes are going to be opened because your heart is reopening to the truth of your connection, to the truth of who they really are. And you're able to let go of the old version of them. And it's just going to deepen your connection in such a beautiful way. So I'm really excited for you, Adriana. Please keep us posted in the comments to the amazing developments that are in store for you and your twin flame. So Adriana, that's what I have for you. Thank you so very much for entering into the draw. If you feel called to, if this really resonates and you feel like you would like a personal reading, please do book. Again, I mentioned I have a couple of spots open for this Sunday, or else it would be next Thursday, today being Friday. So yeah, it's like 8 days. And that's typically how much the turnaround time is for booking readings. So I try to get them done earlier than the scheduled date, but sometimes that's just how it works out timing wise. So yes, I would love to hear back from you, to hear, what resonated for you in this pick a card reading. So again, thank you so very much. And for anyone who is still watching, thank you all. Thank you, Adriana. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.